Good enough. All right, so welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you guys are ready to move. And hopefully some of you were with me last week. As always, I suggest taking your towel and rolling it up, creating a little pelvic kickstand. And once you have your hips supported so that they don't rock back, even if you were to lean back a little bit, your hips are supported, but your sits bones are on the earth. Just begin to get comfortable. You can sit with your legs simply cross-legged in any manner you like, or if you prefer, you need them extended, sit however is comfortable. And I'll talk about props briefly. I love integrating props into my practice. And I understand that viewers at home, it's not necessarily available to you. That's okay. If it is available to you, I highly recommend buying your own set of props. Blocks, a strap. This one's actually a little short for most people, 6 to 8 feet. I think this one's 6. 8 or 10 is really the ideal size. We're not gonna need this today. We're not gonna need the blocks today. They're optional. What we are going to use today though, so if you don't have something handy, maybe we'll get up off of our seat and go get that, sorry, is either a wash rag, a tennis ball, or a stress ball, any kind of small ball you can find, or ideally something like this. This is a vibrating massage ball that I picked up at Walmart for less than $10, and it's fantastic. It's a little bit hard, the knobbiness is maybe a little bit much if you're sensitive. Tennis ball has more give, but the vibration is nice. Helps really get deep into the muscles. We're gonna do a little bit of rolling today, and if you don't have any of these props, we can use our hands. We can put some weight into our knuckles and get it done. In the meantime, hopefully you guys have gathered what props you do have and you're ready to begin. So start by sitting nice and tall. Adjust your seat until you're comfortable. Let your eyes close. And just allow the body to relax. If you feel like you're rooting your sits bones into the earth or sitting super tall, allow those sensations to dissipate. Let all of that muscular energy relax. And if we round forward a little bit today, as long as it doesn't obstruct your breathing, it's okay. If that doesn't work for you, you can always place your hands on the earth behind you and lean back so that your shoulders just naturally fall away from the front line of your body. Or if you need to, you can go to a wall, sit with your back up against a wall. Anywhere you need to be, that your body can be relaxed. And as you begin to settle, think back. And if you were with me last week, remember that thing for which you were grateful. And if you weren't here for that practice, just find something to be grateful for today. And hold it in your heart. And if you were here last week, begin to examine it. Has your gratitude grown, blossomed? Did you water it? Did you give it to sun? Did you nourish it the past week? Love is a performance-enhancing drug. So look upon that thing with love. Nourish it. And let it grow. Begin to turn that love back towards yourself. Feel it surround you. Feel it in your bones, your skin. Infusing every part of your being. Until at the very center of yourself, love meets itself. At the core of your essence. Begin to deepen your breath. Allow your lungs to fill with air. Maybe simply find gratitude for that. So many of us right now struggle for air. Extend the crown of your head up. Lengthen the spine, top of your head rising, tailbone rooting to the earth. And on the exhale, turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Draw both shoulders back and away from the front line of the body. But don't hug them together. Don't compress the backside of your body. Just allow them to be free on your back. Let your heart shine forward. Inhale to the center. Exhale, gaze over the right shoulder. Keep lengthening up from the tailbone to the top of the head. Inhale to center, sweep your arms out to the side and up over your head. Reach for the sky as you reach with the tips of your fingers. Begin to shorten the distance between your pubic bone and your sternum, creating a little tone in your belly and rooting your sit bones more firmly into the earth. This time, do draw your shoulder blades together on your back and reach. Arms to a T. Take the left arm over the right as you give yourself a hug. And just slowly turn from left to right, back and forth. A few breaths here, noticing that your hips roll with you as you turn, or do they stay rooted to the earth? It does not matter. How your body moves is how it's moving right now. Don't worry about a right or a wrong. We'll work on alignments and everything later. For now, simply hug yourself and turn left to right. Come back to center. Open the arms. and hug yourself right over left. And turn from right to left, warming up the spine. You're going to turn side to side a lot today. Good deal of spinal rotation. Inhale, arms to the side and overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart, left hand over right. Release your hands to the earth, switch the crossing of your legs, and come off of your propped up hip or hip props. Find yourself a comfortable seat. And this time we'll have to actively keep the hips moving forward to stay lifted. Don't let your hips roll back. The temptation is to roll back on your sit bones and onto your tailbone here and to hunch, lift up. Heart expanding and moving towards the front of your mat. Head lifting to the sky. Hips lightly moving forward. Reach your right hand to the sky. And on an exhale, sweep it behind you. Reach for the wall behind you. Don't place it on the earth yet. And don't push with that left hand. Just rest it on the knee and open that right hand. Check your hips. Have they moved? Are they pushing against this movement? Just experience what they're doing. Maybe you can turn your gaze to look at your right thumb and then lower the right hand to the earth. Sweep the left hand to the sky and begin to lean into the right hand. As you push through the fingertips of the right hand, lift that left hand higher. Gaze over the right shoulder and lower the left hand to the right thigh. Crown of the head lifts up, and instead of pulling with the hand, press that right thigh into the left palm. Just press the knees away from one another and see if you can centrate your hips. Both hip pointers facing the front of your mat as your shoulders gently turn to your right. Sweep the left hand up, right hand up as you return forward. Switch the crossing of your legs. And once again, place that left hand on the right thigh, left hand reaches for the sky, and spin to the left as that left hand reaches for the wall behind you. Check in with your hips. Just know where they're going. And that right hand is just loosely resting. Gaze can be back at the thumb of the left hand. Slowly lower the left hand to the earth. Prong the fingers in and reach that right hand up to the sky. Lower it down to the thigh. Press the left hand or left palm into the left thigh into the right palm. Shoulders gently turn, rotating open. And the entire time your head is lifted. The spine stays long. We're not hunching forward to find motion. Shoulders are drawing back. Head of the arms are moving back. The shoulders are externally rotated on that left arm. Inhale, both arms up as you reach, turn towards the center. Lower the palms to the knees. And simply take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and softly out through the mouth. So for our rolling portion, options exist. If you have a ball, fantastic, use whatever ball you have. If you have a wash rag, you can wad it up into a little ball, compress it pretty good, and this is not going to apply much pressure, but it's available. And we're going to place this wash rag or ball on the outer edge of our glutes. So we have that giant glute max in the back, and if you run your hand along the side, there's a little bit of a turning back right along that outer edge is where you want to lean in. And if you don't have a wash rag or a ball, you can make a little fist. And instead of turning your fingers back towards your palms, that's not going to work, especially if you have long fingernails. Point your fingers back down towards your elbow and simply roll into the knuckle. And depending on, what you've done with your hands, this may not feel real comfortable for them. So you don't have to lean a lot of weight. Just rock over onto that knuckle or towel or ball. And just get a little bit of compression. And if you do have a ball, you can rock front to back. Difficult to do with a hand or a towel. The towel will begin to come apart and you'll lose some of that compression. Another option, I didn't think of it at the time when I was setting up today, is a can of green beans or whatever you have in your closet. A can would be fantastic. You can roll very easily over a can. And just get all the way up and down, all the way to the spot where your bottom meets your thigh, to the top, but stay off of the bone of the hip. Just stay in the muscle. When you're ready, we'll move over to the other side. Just start by making your fist or placing your tennis ball and rock that left hip onto your place of compression. For some of us, this is going to feel fantastic. For some of us, it'll feel very sticky. A lot of soreness develops there, especially if we're holding tension. We're sitting a lot these days, many of us. Some of us sat a lot before. I've been guilty of that. And once you've got both sides nice and even, set your props aside. And come around to hands and knees. If you like, you can pad the knees with your big towel. Find your wrist under your shoulders and your knees just a little bit behind your hips. Not super far, we're not coming into a kneeling plank. We're still in tabletop, but just with a little bit of extra length. And check in. See that your hands aren't way in front of your shoulders or behind. Try to get them just underneath, and it won't be perfect. Few things in life are. Grip the earth and find some cat-cow, any variation you like. Let the spine move up to the sky and down towards the earth. And every time you come into cow, as you look forward, let your heart expand and move to the front of your mat. Maybe you can plant and nourish and massage that seed of gratitude as you come through these cat-cows. If you'd like some additional movement, you can take some spinal jump ropes, moving your ribs and spine to the side and up and back through, or barrel roll, some people call this. Whatever it is you like, move the spine. come back to a neutral position. Sweep your left arm out to the side and reach it up for the sky, just like we did in seated earlier. It's the same position, except this time we're pressing out through the fingertips of the right hand. Sweep the left arm beneath you. Back of your left palm finds the earth. Just behind the wrist, back of the left hand, palm is up. And lower your forearm to the mat. So we're going to come into a little bit of a off-centered expression of our all fours pose. Step your right foot back on the earth for a little calf stretch and push the heel back. You'll feel that right hip rise up. Press the back of the left hand into the earth. Pivot that right heel down to the mat and sweep the left arm to the sky for a little twist. And reach up with that top hand as you press the bottom hand into the earth. Sweep that right hand forward, reach for the front of the room, and if it's available, lift that back leg up behind the hip. We're reaching forward with that right hand and pushing back with the right foot. Lower the hand where it came from, lower the foot, and return the knee to the earth as you turn your torso down. Re-extend that left arm to the sky and sweep it under for thread the needle, coming down onto the shoulder. And again, you can lift that back knee and roll a little bit more, coming up to the hips of your toes. Or if you prefer, you can lift that right heel off of right foot off of the earth, pushing back through the heel to find a little length through the side body. Lower the foot, lower the knee, left arm sweeps to the sky, and back to your tabletop position. Second side. Wrist under shoulders, knees just behind the hips. Right arm sweeps up to the sky and reach. Turn to look at that right thumb if it's available. Externally rotate the left shoulder. Right hand sweeps down to the earth. Back of the hand finding the space just behind the left wrist. Right forearm to the mat. And sweep that left arm to the sky as you step the left foot back. Left heel pivots to the earth and reach up through the left hand. Right forearm stays to the mat. If it's available to you, the left leg lifts from the earth. Left hand reaches for the front of the room. Push out through the heel, reach through the tips of the fingers. Arm to the sky, foot to the earth. Turn the torso down as you lower the back knee. Left wrist is held in that right hand. Sweep the right hand to the sky and thread the needle. Come all the way down to that right shoulder if it's available. You can lift the back foot. You can take it up. You can open your hip to the side. Whatever works for you, roll your torso to the earth as you lower the knee and sweep that right arm to the sky. Both hands to the earth. Right foot back, little calf stretch. And then knee to nose, spine rounding up to cat. Sweep that right knee out to the side. Extend the right leg out. Press strong into the right palm as you extend the left arm to the side, awkward airplane. And just see what your hips are doing. Can you find a position where your hips are facing the earth? Push through the tips of the fingers as you press the heel away and sweep the hand forward, heel back, spinal balance. Spine long, top of the head extends forward. Knee to nose, elbow to knee, spinal balance. Lower the hand, knee to nose, and step it through. And walk that left or right foot forward, letting the left hip lower. If you have blocks here, you can use blocks if you need to, or you can come up to your thigh for coach leg. Let the hips move forward. And then fold to the earth. Press the fingers into the mat to find a little lift for your torso. Let the torso disconnect from the thigh just a little bit. And then hug the thigh back into the chest as you bend the knee and return to your tabletop hands and knees position. Left foot steps back. Push through the heel for a little calf stretch. And then draw the knee into the chest. Spine rounds to cat. Left hip opens to the side. And extend the left leg. Right arm sweeps out, reaching for the right side of your mat. Push through the heels. Get as much space as you can from between the heel and the tips of the right fingers. Try not to let the hips dip. Try to keep the toes pointed towards the front of your mat. Heel sweeps back, toes to the earth, point towards the earth. Right hand reaches forward, spinal balance. Get long. See if you can find a stretch across your body from the left heel to the right fingertips. Knee to nose, elbow to knee. Spine rounds up, cat back. Extend it out. Lower the hand, knee to nose, and step it through. Walk the body forward so the knee will come past the ankle on that left foot. It's okay. Blocks if you have them and need them. Coach leg if you prefer. Just let that back hip stretch. Get a good opening for that right quadriceps, hip flexors, all those fun things in there that we're going to put to work in a little bit. All right. Lower the hands to the earth, frame the foot with the hands. Press into the earth or to the blocks, such that your torso is not laying on your thigh. Lessen the weight, and then draw that left thigh into the chest. Bend the knee, and come back to tabletop. Curl your toes under. Walk your hands to your knees as you come up. Toes curled under, so to see if you need to adjust, and just sit back on your heels. Upright. So we're in a kneeling position. We're going to untuck the toes on that right foot. Keep your hands either at your heart, or you can extend them out or reach them overhead. Whatever you need to do to feel balanced. Press in to the front of the right shin and the top of the right foot as you shift your weight over to the side. Draw the left knee into the chest and step it forward. Lean out over the left leg, curl the toes under and back. Lift the hamstring of the right leg to the sky. Arms sweep to the side and up, high lunge. Hands to the heart and Anjali Mudra. Step to the front of your mat. Samastati. All right. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold.
Plant the hands, bend the knees, step to plank, then pause. Check in with your shoulders. Are they hunched together? Are they pressing way apart? Find a middle ground. Hands grip the earth, and if your belly's sagging, lift the belly. Make the belly tone. Draw the navel, the belly button, up towards the spine. Hug it in. Shorten the distance between the pubic bone and the sternum. Find some tone. And as you do so, check in with your feet. Maybe you need to walk the toes back so that the toes are directly under the heels. Inner thighs spin up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower your knees. And just walk your hands back towards your knees as you come on up. Toes are curled under. Couple of breaths here. Come back to kneeling. This time the left toes untuck. Top of the foot presses into the earth. And really press in. You'll feel your quads turn on when you know that you're pressing in. Keep the front of your left shin moving towards the earth, top of the foot pressing down. Hands can be at the heart, by the side, T, overhead. Prayer position, just stay balanced. Shift your weight more into that left leg. Draw the right knee to the chest and step it forward. Curl the toes under on the left foot and lift the left hamstring to the sky. Arms sweep out and up, high lunge. And let your hips settle. See if you can get that front leg parallel to the earth such that your knee is over your ankle. Back hamstring is lifted. And if you're leaning forward in the pelvis, just draw your tailbone down towards the earth. For a lot of us, that's going to bend that back knee. So once the tailbone is down, lift the hamstring and push out through the heel of that left foot. Right heel reaches down. Inhale up. Hands to the heart as you step to the front of your mat. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step or float back, plank. Downward facing dog. And begin to pedal your dog here. Bend one knee, bend the other. Just softly shifting from side to side. Come to stillness in your dog. Lift your hips to the sky. Grip with the fingers. Externally rotate the arms. And see if you can turn the hips one way and the other. And get some movement in the spine here. Don't let your shoulders change their orientation though. Keep the shoulders actively moving away from one another. Space between the thumb and the forefinger moving to the front of the mat. Pinky edge of the hand pushing towards the heels. Fingertips grip. But if you need to move up and down into a wave shape, find what works. Just get some kind of movement in the spine. And then walk your hands back to your heels. Forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, root down, and rise to standing, or Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to the heart and Anjali Mudra. Check in, see that your feet are roughly hip distance apart. And see how the balance is for your feet, where you are putting most of your weight. Are you rolling your feet out and putting weight into the outer foot, into the big toe, the heels? There's ideal locations, but for now, simply be aware. If you need to close your eyes, you can close your eyes and send your awareness to your feet. Maybe tapping the toes on the earth, or tapping the whole foot down just to bring sensation there so that you can more easily draw awareness there. Now, see if you can find an even distribution of your weight. Just as